Picture this. You wake up 10 years from now, step outside, and every car around you has no steering wheel, no pedals. They're just gliding along, totally on their own, reading the road, dodging traffic, and getting you to your destination faster than any human could. Sounds like sci-fi, right? Well, guess what? That race is happening right now. And the finish line? Full self-driving cars that are smarter than us behind the wheel. In one corner, we've got Tesla, led by a guy who makes headlines almost every week. They've sold over 1 million smart cars in a single year, and the crazy part? They make more profit from software alone than some old-school automakers make from selling the actual cars. In another corner, there's BYD, a Chinese company not even 2 decades old, now controlling over 70% of the EV market in the biggest country on Earth. And finally, the European heavyweight, Mercedes. Over a century of heritage, and tech so advanced that their cars can predict a pedestrian's movement seconds before they even step onto the street. So who's going to get there first? Will Tesla keep the crown despite China's massive push? Will BYD shock the world yet again? Or is Mercedes sitting on secret cards ready to flip the game? Buckle up! Today we've got 10 jaw-dropping facts that might completely change how you see the car industry. Fact 1. Mercedes, the hidden patent champion. When you hear self-driving, most people instantly think Tesla. But here's the twist. Mercedes actually holds twice as many patents in this field as Tesla. We're talking about advanced computer vision systems, algorithms that can predict human and animal behavior, and tech that can tell the difference between a rolling soccer ball and the kid chasing after it. Most of this stuff? Still under wraps. Tested in closed environments, never shown to the public. Which means Mercedes might already have tech we won't see for years. And when they decide to drop it, it could be a game changer. Fact 2. BYD, the silent beast. While Tesla thrives on Elon Musk's headline-grabbing persona, BYD operates in near-total silence. In 2023, they smashed the 3 million unit mark in EVs and hybrids sold, overtaking Tesla in sheer production volume. No flashy marketing campaigns, no billion-dollar ads, just relentless focus on manufacturing and battery innovation. The result? Cars priced way below competitors while still pulling in solid profit. And while everyone's busy talking about self-driving, BYD's quietly building its own software backbone. Don't be surprised if they roll out something big without warning. Fact 3. BYD's secret weapon, the Blade battery. This isn't just a safer battery. It's tough enough to take a steel nail without blowing up or catching fire. Even cooler? BYD uses AI to study your driving habits, then tweaks the way the battery charges and discharges to extend its lifespan by up to 15%. All done remotely through software updates without you ever touching the car. Fact 4. The LiDAR war. Mercedes, NIO, and a bunch of others rely on LiDAR sensors to get a crystal-clear 3D map of the world around the car. Elon Musk? He's not having it. Says LiDAR is unnecessary, and that cameras plus AI are enough. That makes Teslas cheaper and faster to produce, but it also leaves them at a disadvantage in rain, fog, or tricky lighting, where LiDAR still wins hands down. Both sides are making progress, and this battle is far from over. Fact 5. The fastest software update in car history. In 2024, Tesla pushed out a massive self-driving update to hundreds of thousands of cars worldwide in under 48 hours. It didn't just fix bugs. It added a whole new skill, merging onto highways more smoothly than a human driver, according to independent tests. Fact 6. AI is reshaping the factories. This isn't just about cars. AI is flipping the manufacturing world upside down. Back in the day, car factories were all about human hands. Now? At General Motors, over 2,000 manual jobs have been replaced by AI-powered robots that learn by watching. Show one of these robots how to do something, and minutes later, boom, it's doing the job flawlessly. They catch mistakes instantly, adjust on the fly, and never need retraining. That's led to a 12% cost drop and a 20% production boost, with near-perfect quality. And here's the wild part. AI is now the manager, analyzing every station and telling humans what to tweak. We're not just building smart cars, we're building smart factories. Fact 7. Mistakes that are funny and scary. I can be a genius, but sometimes it trips up in hilarious ways. Like the time a self-driving car saw the moon and thought it was a red traffic light. Yep, it stopped in the middle of the road, obeying an imaginary signal in the sky. Other times it's mistaken a pizza ad for a stop sign, or a tree's shadow for a roadblock. Funny, sure, but also a reminder that AI needs to be trained for everything, from bright sun to sudden animals crossing. Fact 8. The laws slowing it all down. Some countries, like Norway and Sweden, have straight-up banned Level 4 and above self-driving cars. Why? Not because the tech isn't there, but because the infrastructure and laws aren't ready. And the legal questions are messy. If a self-driving car crashes, who's responsible? The programmer? The company? The owner? For now, most places require a human in the driver's seat, even if the car could drive itself. Fact 9. The secret partnerships. This one's juicy. Leaked reports say Apple is teaming up with a Chinese automaker to launch a self-driving system in 2026. Apple's been quietly working on Apple Car for years, but this could be the big push. With a Chinese partner, they could mass-produce insanely fast, and Apple's track record? They don't enter a market unless they plan to own it. Fact 10. No one's hit Level 5. Despite all the hype, nobody, not Tesla, not Mercedes, not BYD, has reached Level 5 autonomy. That's the ultimate goal, a car that can drive anywhere, under any condition, with zero human backup. For now, humans are still the safety net, which means their race is still wide open. This isn't just a race for faster cars or prettier designs, it's a battle for the future of how humans move. We're right in the middle of it, and the most powerful moves might not have been played yet. So if you had to put your money on one name to rule the road, who would it be? Tesla? BYD? Mercedes? Or someone we haven't even seen coming?
Picture this, you're standing right at the finish line. But here's the twist. That line, it keeps moving, every single day. The race for self-driving cars isn't just about who sells the most EVs or who has got the flashiest tech. It's a battle for the entire future. And if you thought it was all about Tesla, well, you only see one side of the track. Now zoom out because there are players moving in the shadows. They're quiet, they're patient, and when they make their move, it's strategic and deadly serious. Welcome to the next phase of the race where only the relentless and the ruthless survive. And let me tell you, the competition is heating up like never before. First up, the red-hot contender, Tesla. Picture this. You're standing right at the finish line, but here's the twist. That line, it keeps moving, every single day. The race for self-driving cars isn't just about who sells the most EVs or who has got the flashiest tech. It's a battle for the entire future. And if you thought it was all about Tesla, well, you only see one side of the track. Now zoom out because there are players moving in the shadows. They're quiet, they're patient, and when they make their move, it's strategic and deadly serious. Welcome to the next phase of the race where only the relentless and the ruthless survive. And let me tell you, the competition is heating up like never before. First up, the red-hot contender, Tesla. If Elon Musk and his team take the lead, buckle up because the world will look like a sci-fi movie. Autonomous vehicles talking to each other, sensing with satellites, and making decisions faster than you can blink. Tesla won't just be a car company. It'll be the new king of the roads. Think about it. Roads controlled by AI, data flowing like a river, and software updates that hit your car every week, maybe even every day. That's the kind of power that makes governments sit up and take notice. But hey, are people really ready to hand over so much control to one company? To one person? Will we become too dependent on Tesla's ecosystem? That's a whole other game. Next, let's talk about BYD, the dark horse from China. If they win the race, it's gonna be a very different kind of future. China doesn't play games. Their goal is simple: own the factories and own the world. If they pull it off, imagine American or European roads being directed by Chinese AI, running on Chinese batteries and linked to Chinese infrastructure. It's a future where the US and China aren't rivals, they're intertwined. And let me tell you, China's playbook is all about manufacturing and volume. They churn out millions of cars a year, and they re-sitting pretty with their own supply of rare earth metals, the key ingredients for batteries. Plus, they've got a trick up their sleeve. BID doesn't just want to sell cars, they want to build cities, smart cities controlled by them. From the buildings to the power grids, and everything in between. But hold up, let's not forget about Mercedes. If the Germans take the lead, buckle up for a different kind of ride. They're playing the long game, they don't chase headlines. And when they drop a new feature, you know it's solid. Imagine a future where Mercedes sets the pace with safety first. Self-driving cars that aren't just smarter, but built on trust. Trust from drivers and trust from governments worldwide. Because let's face it, if a self-driving Mercedes hits a bump or makes a mistake, the news cycle won't be pretty. That's why they were pouring billions into making their cars and their software as safe as Swiss chocolate. They're not here to disrupt, they're here to dominate with reliability. And here's the kicker. Maybe the real MVP hasn't even entered the ring yet. Remember the iPhone in 2007, one product that changed everything? Well, something similar in self-driving could flip the game on its head. Companies like Apple and Google are sitting on innovations that could rewrite the rules, and when they move, they do it big. But here's the million-dollar question. Are we ready for this? For cleaner cities, for safer roads, for lives saved? Or are we too busy fighting over who's right and who's wrong, who's gonna win? Because the real race is about more than just technology, it's about control. It's about who decides the rules of the road in the age of self-driving. It's a tightrope walk. Do we trust the machines or do we trust ourselves? Because in the end, it's not about who crosses the finish line first. It's about who decides where the finish line should be. And trust me, the competition is fierce, the race is far from over. And the road ahead, it's a bumpy one. That's all for today. See you next time.